When I was a little girl, my parents had just taken me to the church nursery. When they dropped me off, there was stuff all over the floor, and it was clear that this church didn't prioritize children. And so they went on that church hunt for the church that would really nurture and care for children. And they heard through the grapevine a reputation of this church, First Presbyterian Church of Burbank, and they decided to check it out. And when they did, they were warmly welcomed by a community that cared deeply for the development of children. And here's why. They were parents who both of them had not grown up in the church. They hadn't grown up in households where that had been a part of their fabric of their childhood. And so they were looking for a way to make sure that their new faith was passed along to their children. And so they needed people and resources and community to surround my brother and I. And so that's what they did, is they gave us a great church home. And with that, they also looked for resources. They looked for ways they could be equipped to teach the Bible to us. This is the children's Bible that my dad and I used to actually read from several nights a week. And these stories are in me, man. I love this book. When I look at it, it brings back such memories. In fact, it was so important to me that I wrote my name inside of it to make sure that you could return it to me if it was lost. I have my address there, and then my parents, Bill and Trish. Yeah, this was important. This book became really important to me. And as I went on and got other Bibles with less pictures and more words, my faith became real and became mine. But I'm so grateful for all the different people that spoke into my life. But most of all, the way that my parents prioritized that at home. Making sure that we knew their faith stories, that we heard Bible stories from them. And so when I heard them at home and it's at church, I knew there was some congruence there. There's people all around me that were telling me that this was true. And so I want to invite you to start doing that in your home. COVID-19 has caused us all to be home more than we ever imagined. Quantity time isn't always quality time, right? But it's by making those deposits by investing an hour a week to care for their spiritual development, to making sure that kids have what they need. But here's the thing. Here's what we want you to have too. I always think of my parents when I'm thinking of this. I want to make sure you have the resource you need to feel confident to be the spiritual parents that you want to be. And so we don't want to just tell you should go do this. We want to give you the tools you need. And so Revibrant Kids is a resource my friend Amy and I have created for you. We want you to have this so you can thrive, you can tell stories of faith, and you can also have deeper conversations and gather your whole family, grandparents, young kids that are 4 years old, teenagers, everyone can be a part of this. It's really created so that it can be scalable for all ages, and so that the conversations can all dig in where everyone's at. So we hope you'll join us. We've created this for you. If you stick with us for 3 years, we'll take you through the entire Bible week by week. So don't miss out on that experience. It could be the best way you invest in your kids in this season and beyond. So join us at revibrantkids.com.